Well, hello there. How is everyone? I hope you're all well on this marvellous, marvellous Monday. That's right. It's still Monday. And I think what I'm going to do is, this will be video 2, and the video that was going to be video 2 will possibly be video 3, or video 2 tomorrow. I don't know. Anyway, I'm getting straight into it, as we're talking about something a little bit different. We're talking about morals, and I know what people are going to say.
Well, you ain't got no morals. You ain't got no morals. You're a content creator, and you make money off the back end of tragedy. You're a tragedy pimp.
I was thinking about getting a t-shirt made saying tragedy pimp, but I thought against it. But anyway, you're looking absolutely amazing, by the way. Looking absolutely amazing, and I hope I'm not the only one telling you. But anyway, let's crack on and get on with it. Who am I talking about? I'm talking about T Rev. T Rev, or Trev. T Rev. Rev Gang. The Rev Gang. Let me just say, I do not want to have my channel, my name, anything associated with that channel from this point forward. At all. Ever. Ever. And I'm going to explain to you why. I don't knock anyone's beliefs. I don't knock anyone for what they believe in, what they don't believe in. You know, whether you've got religion, you believe in God, you believe in the afterlife, whatever. Each to their own. Now, I will say that I'm not the most religious person in the world. I'm not, because I've seen some tragedy. I've seen some really horrific things. And I find it extremely hard, personally, to understand why these bad things happen. But, you know, I'm up for being taught. You know, I'm not closed-minded. I certainly aren't closed-minded. And I've also seen some real fantastic things that some people may class as miracles. I've seen them as well. So, look, I'm on the fence. It's a bit of a recurrent pattern with me, isn't there? I'm always on the fence because it's the safest place to be. But anyway, what I will say is I also don't knock people in terms of their creative endeavours, you know, what people do to earn money. We all got to earn money. We all got to live. Do you know what I mean? And some people, they go down a route of a normal 9 to 5 job. Some people work extremely hard. Some people do jobs that others would not want to do, but they are absolutely required for the normal functioning of our way of life. And sometimes it's sad because those people are even looked down upon because the job that they do may be considered, less desired. Do you know what I mean? But ultimately, some of these jobs are even the most important things that need to be done, or the entire world will fall apart. But there is a line, and sometimes people cross that line. And we're talking about spirit boxes and spirit box apps where they claim to speak to the deceased. And I would say that when you start talking about certain things around, especially children, especially when there's children, look, we can speculate. We can talk about how we feel parents should be behaving. We should be able to freely talk about how law enforcement should be dealing with situations, because we consistently see failings and we consistently see these cases where children become hurt or they become lost or something happens to them, and the systems don't seem to be able to keep on top of it. It's like they're not prioritised. Do you know what I mean? And some people escape justice. We've seen the situation with Summer Wells, for instance, Michael Vaughan, for instance, all these, Oakley Carlson, Harmony Montgomery, got there in the end, but did it really need to even get to that point? Or did, in fact, the system put Harmony Montgomery in harm's way? And look, these are just names off the top of my head. I could go on and on and on about how the system fails. Arthur Labinio Hughes, Star Hobson, there's so many. There's too many to even mention. But we're talking about Sebastian Rogers. And at the moment, Sebastian Rogers is missing. And there's a split in how people are feeling about it. Some people still feel that Sebastian perhaps got tired of the situation he was in. It was volatile, it was horrendous, and he perhaps disembarked on a journey away from it all. And, despite being autistic, people feel that he could potentially still be out there because he would have the resilience and the fortitude in order to survive out there. And perhaps he's got help and assistance from somewhere. Who knows? But what we don't know is that he's not still out there. There is always hope until there is no hope. But then you have people like T Rev who feel that it's appropriate to do spirit boxes and start saying that they're in contact with Sebastian Rogers and his spirit. I could go off on an absolute tangent, go off on an absolute rant, but I think what I'm doing here is just making sure that people know where I stand with it. And I feel that this is absolutely atrocious. Question things. Question the situation. Question things like the behaviour of the parents and explain how you're not happy about it. You know, it's everyone is entitled to an opinion. Everyone's entitled to opinion, and people are entitled to earn money and do things to earn money. But I think it gets to the point where you do have to check yourself and check what your moral obligations are with respect of going down a route where you are specifically stating that you're in contact with a dead child, and you are doing that because you know there is a market for it. You know that there are people out there who truly believe in this situation, and you are manipulating that, and you're manipulating it for your benefit, because that is absolutely disgusting. And I do not, and some people say some of the stuff I do is disgusting, and that's, I get that. Some people won't agree with what I talk about, who I question, what my thoughts and opinions are. Ultimately, my thoughts and opinions don't mean nothing, even my thoughts and opinions on what T Rev is doing. That doesn't matter, it's just my opinion, and he's entitled to do whatever he wants to do. But if you are someone who supports someone who will go onto a platform and openly say that they are, at this time, when we do not know what has happened to Sebastian, to say that you are in contact with their spirit, I personally feel that's overstepping. I feel that is massively, massively crossing the line. And I don't want to be connected with that in any way, shape or form whatsoever. I don't want support from this person. I don't want anything from this person. I don't want nothing. There is no affiliation, no nothing at all. I will never ever mention this person ever again, because to me that is just overstepping. It is overstepping into the realms of, again, that is exploitation of a highly emotional situation and playing on people's emotions for the sole purpose of you making money. And you are basically saying that you are in contact with this deceased now child. Not supporting that. Disgusting. Let me know down below what you think, and I'll catch you all in the next one.